Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing something different because it's not makeup related at all. It's a DIY. I naturally just gravitate towards anything that I see in stores or online that is ceramic. However, it can get a little bit pricey. So I did this vase right here. I'm not sure if you can pick up the texture, but it is so pretty. I absolutely love the texture of this. I also did this ombre one, so I wanted it to look a little bit like cement, and also the pottery on the bottom, and I used it just to display my utensils, these wooden utensils. I did this pot to make it look like it was more expensive, just more of a pottery texture. I also did a technique to make it appear more dirty, like it was something that you would see in a cottage backyard. It has its drainage holes. It's just a regular inexpensive plastic pot that I just transformed into this, and it looks so pretty. I do DIY a lot of things, so if you want to see those kind of videos, please give this video a thumbs up so I know that this is something you would like to see more of. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for clicking this video. I hope you're here to stay, so please do hit subscribe and that little bell so you can be notified every single time I post a video, which I can tell you will be every Wednesday. Okay, so without waiting any longer, let's get straight into this video. To start off my projects, I'm first going to go in with my Zinsser Bullseye Primer. This is for all surfaces, so it works great on glass. I absolutely love this primer. You can pick this up at your local Home Depot, and that is where I got mine. I'm also using this foam brush that I did apply a little bit of water to so that it wouldn't absorb a lot of my paint. And I used this kind of a brush because I felt that it gave me a lot more coverage than a hair bristle brush. So that's why I chose this brush, but use whatever tools you feel most comfortable with. I just really love this brush, and I also love that it's easy to clean up because I just toss it away. I'm going to be bouncing between projects as each one of them dry, and now we're going to move on to our plastic pot. I'm going to mix a bit of spackle with this beautiful paint that I found in the Oops section of the paint aisle, and that is where people change their mind on a color mixture, and so the stores sell it for a lot cheaper. So I got this for $1.50, and I was so excited that it was in a color that I was actually going to ask to get mixed up, so I ended up scoring big, and ever since then I've been going to their little paint section to see what colors I can find. And yeah, I found a nice blue and a black, and I'm just really excited to use them for future projects. So that is a really smart way to get your hands on paint. You can even get full-size gallons there. So yeah, that's my little budget hack that I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, I'm just applying this also with the foam brush and just getting that on nice and heavy. The more you play around with it, the more texture you create. So I was really having fun with this one. Now I'm just going to set it aside, and this is the glass one that I did not prime first. So this project was a little bit harder for me, but it still worked out really great. I am just going in with a darkened color. So this has a bit of spackle and also a little bit of a dark black paint, and I just wanted to create this cement kind of stone look. So yeah, I'm just applying this the same way I applied the other product, just back and forth, applying it and letting it get a little bit thicker, and then I'm going to set it aside to dry before we do our ombre effect on it. So this is just a lot of painting, waiting for products to dry, and then going back and applying more paint. So that's why I decided to do all the projects all at the same time, because I could just wait for each one to dry and get it all done. So now I'm going back in with that beautiful clay color, and I added a little bit of baking powder, well, a lot of baking powder, because I love a lot of texture. And so I've learned in past projects that I've painted that I like a lot of baking powder. So just keep trying it out and seeing how much you like. So this time with the painting, I'm making sure to go up and down and very few side strokes. So if I do a side stroke by accident, then I'll go over it and paint it in a downward motion, because I want all the lines and anything to just go in the same direction, so it looks really authentic to what I'm trying to achieve here. As you can see, because I use so much of the baking soda, that it is really applying nice and matte and thick. And also because I use a primer, the paint is really going on there and it's not streaking, which happens a lot if you just paint straight onto glass. It just slides all over before it starts to set. So priming it first is definitely the best tip I can give you guys. I hope that you will try it out. You can also find the primer in a smaller size. It is really great for all surfaces. So yeah. So my spackle paint mixture was nice and dry, and now it's time to go in with the paint. So this paint is the same one that has the baking soda in it, and just applying this, I was getting so excited because I was like, yes, we are getting to the texture that I had in my mind, and I wasn't sure if it would work, but I'm so happy that it did and that you guys are here to see it, because it is absolutely wonderful and so easy to get. This inexpensive plastic pot is really getting elevated, and that was getting me so excited. So yeah, I hope that you guys are really picking up on the texture, because it is so beautiful in person, and I was just trying to make sure that you guys can see that on camera. Sometimes it's a little hard, so I hope you are. And I would love to know in the comment section if you've tried any techniques that you have not seen yet, or you haven't seen people do some techniques that you've seen maybe on Pinterest and you want to see it. So yeah, let me know. I would love to try out some new techniques. So now I'm just adding a little bit more baking powder to my clay stone colored mixture, and I'm going to get that on as a second coat for my glass pot. So I wanted to make sure I put a little bit more baking soda in this mixture, because like I said, I didn't prime it, so it wasn't as easy to get a nice dark opaque appearance as I did on the primed ones. So I had to work a little bit harder on this one, but you live and you learn, right? So yeah, but I did end up loving how it looked anyway, with all the texture and just the touch of it. It was just really great. So this is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just painting on my paint. So I was so excited for this very part, because I love a good ombre, especially as a makeup artist. So I just kind of applied those techniques. I'm applying the color really strong, and then I'm blending where the two colors meet. So basically how I approach an eyeshadow look. And yeah, this is what I was coming out with, and I was so excited to see how these two colors blended together. And then I'm just going to take whatever's left on the brush with the gray tone, and I'm just kind of dry brushing to really blend those two colors together. Now that my plastic pot is nice and dry, I'm going to go in with that gray tone to really make this look grungy, but in a beautiful way. And I'm doing the same thing, just softening up the edges with a damp paper towel. And then I tried the coffee method, and I tried this coffee brand. I can't remember the name, but I ended up having to use my Bustelo, and I was trying to avoid this because I love to drink my Bustelo and not play around with it, but I had to because it was the best thing to rub off coffee color to it. So yeah. I ended up eventually going in with this Valspar glaze, which I absolutely love, and it really helped to darken up all of the crevices. And then I'm just softening up wherever I didn't want the color to be really strong, so mostly like in the crevices to really make it look like dirt got really stuck in there, and the technique worked perfect. I absolutely love this pot. And this completes the whole video. I hope you guys enjoyed my very first DIY video here on YouTube. And if you would love to see more of these videos, please definitely let me know by giving this video a thumbs up and leaving me comments down below. Also, I would like to know which one was your favorite. Are you going to try out any of these techniques? Thank you guys so much for watching. Till my next video, stay beautiful.